Hello all my smell good friends. Hope you're doing well today. So what I've got going on here today is my what I've been warming video. I am going to share with you some candles I have finished up, some vendor wax I have finished up, and some Scentsy wax. If I can figure out how to timestamp these things, I will. I have not done that before, so I'll see what I can do. Okay, so let's get started with the candles. So I have a couple of candles that I finished up this week. The first one is Vanilla Bean Macaron by Homeworks. Vanilla Bean Macaron has notes of vanilla bean, whipped vanilla, brown sugar, and amber. Yeah, this was good. I enjoyed it. I burned this actually in unison with a few other vanilla scented candles because this was quite light and it just couldn't handle my open space, which is not unusual for a vanilla scent, but it burned well, nice and clean, no major sooting. Not sure if it's a repurchase. I would have to burn several to really get the scent of it, so I don't think that's going to be a repurchase for me. And the second candle that I have here is Kringle Candle Sprinkled Macaroons, although it's actually macarons. It's the same cookie as on the last candle I just showed you. And the scent notes are not on the bottom of this jar, so I looked them up. The scent notes are creamy pumpkin, coconut milk, sweet praline, nutmeg, cinnamon, and vanilla marshmallow. Kringle Candle Company is a favorite company of mine, and I do have pretty good luck with their candles, especially the performance. This is one from their Reserve line. And I did struggle with this at first, being able to smell this. It's a delicious vanilla cookie scent, but it was very light during the first half of its burn. During the second half, it really opened up. I don't know what happened, but it really opened up during the second half and it shined, and I really enjoyed it. As far as repurchase, I already have 2 more backups, so I think I'm good. And currently it's showing as sold out on the Kringle Candle website. But yeah, I enjoyed those 2. I also got through Hello Sunshine, which is actually Tropical Spice from Bath & Body Works. And the notes on this candle are Tahitian vanilla, fresh coconut cream, a dash of nutmeg, and cinnamon stick. Yeah, this one, there's not a whole lot of scent left because this one actually, I went through 2. One actually did a little better than the other in the clean department. You can see this one got a little bit grody inside, so both were victims of the candle crock. This one actually looks a little better. So they don't have a whole lot of scent to them, but I'm not sure that I was a fan of the cinnamon and coconut mixed together. I thought I would be. Or maybe it was the nutmeg, but I'm not sure that I was a fan of the spices mixed together with the coconut. And I actually burned these in unison with a carrot cake candle. I burned them together, thinking they would jive well together. And for the most part, I guess they did, but I don't think I was a big fan of the coconut and nutmeg. And so I wouldn't get this again. Not that Bath & Body Works is offering this again. This looks like it came from 2021, so I've had this in my collection for a few years. The next candle I burned, going with the vanilla theme, is Vanilla Bean from Bath & Body Works. And the scent notes on Vanilla Bean are Madagascar vanilla, homemade marshmallow, and nutmeg. Just your quintessential vanilla candle. I added this to the mix to give the other 2 a little bit of oomph. I usually have at least one of these in my collection. It's a nice, yummy candle. This one actually burned pretty decent. I was pretty happy with its performance. Didn't get all yucky and grody. You'll see the wicks are a little bit longer. That's because I did cotton ball a little bit because I got a little bit of messiness in it. And then I stuck the last little bit under my candle warmer and enjoyed it that way. Then I burned Apricot Nectar and Wildberry by Homeworks. Such a beautiful label. Look at that. Gorgeous for spring. So the notes on this candle are apricot nectar, fresh picked strawberries, wild blueberry, and whipped cream. And yeah, this is your quintessential, to use that word again, fruity candle. You did the apricot, you did the strawberries and blueberries. I mean, there's definitely a berry note. I don't know that I could pick out the two separately, but there's definitely a berry note. There's definitely like a peachy type note to this. It was a good fruity candle. I had some issues with it pulling out at times, but for the most part, it burned nice and clean. You can see, maybe you can't see, but there's a little bit of extra wax in there because I had some puny wicks issues. The wicks are so frail on some of these Homeworks candles, and so sometimes it's a lot to try to keep it lit, but otherwise, burned all the way down, no sooting. So yeah, I enjoyed that. Repurchase, probably not. It was just, you know, nothing special. It was fine, but it was nothing special. Yeah, and so that's what I burned through. Now let's get to my wax. So, Scentsy bars. Got through a bar of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory Everlasting Gobstopper. Notes on this are orange pop, candied sugar, and bright tangerine. It's so good. I love orange scents. I love all orange scents. I love orange creamy scents. I love orange fresh scents. I just love orange. And this is like your typical orange creamsicle, orange ice cream, orange sherbet. Definitely has a creamy vibe. So good. Unfortunately, this is no longer available, but you know it's in my club. Next, I got through a bar of Harry Potter Honeydukes Exploding Bonbons. And this is currently available, by the way. It's in the catalog right now. I'm not sure how much longer it will be, but it's there right now. And this has notes of juicy orange, white chocolate, sweet vanilla, and candied pineapple. This just smells so different to me. Like, it has that orange dreamsicle vibe. But it also has this extra sweetness to it from that white chocolate. And I'm guessing that the candied pineapple is also lending a little teeny bit more sweetness to it. I don't really get pineapple per se. Like, I don't smell this and say, oh, there's definitely pineapple in there. But it has that orange dreamsicle, candyish. Yeah, it definitely has that vibe. It's so good. I really enjoy it. Now, this was not a heavy-duty performer. This is definitely a one-room kind of scent, but I really enjoy it. In fact, I am loving all of the Harry Potter Honeydukes collection. There are 4 bars in the set, and I'm loving them all except for one. I did not care for cauldron cakes. So I would have bought a second set if it wasn't for me not liking that cauldron cakes. That one was just a little bit too raw pumpkin-y to me. So I'm just going to stick that in my club. I'm starting to get a lot of orange scents in my club, so I'm going to have to make some decisions. I'm also starting to get a lot of lemon scents in my club, so I'm going to have to start making some decisions. My club is supposed to ship to me next month, so I don't know if I'll make those decisions by then, but we'll see. So I also got through a bar of Sunshine Mango. And this was the scent of the month, I believe, for April. And this is currently still available. The notes on Sunshine Mango are red mango, golden pineapple, and tropical orange. This is very mango forward, which makes sense. It's called Sunshine Mango. But of course, I got excited when I saw orange. But it also says tropical orange, and this definitely has a tropical vibe. You have to like mango or you will not like this. Performed decent. I warmed this in my kitchen. It did fine. I was able to scent my kitchen with just 4 cubes. So not a repurchase. It's not really anything that I feel like I need. Also got through a bar of Berry Bright. Berry Bright is also in the current catalog. And the scent notes are blue raspberry, fresh clementine, and sweet sugar plum. So good. This is your super sweet cotton candy, blue raspberry candy scent. Yeah, this is quite tasty. I really enjoy this. If you like cotton candy scents, you will like this. Okay. Lemon Lime Fizz was part of the Easter collection, so that's no longer available, unfortunately. I have it sitting in my club right now while I make a decision on what to do about my lemon scents. The scent notes on this are vanilla sugar, fizzing lemon, and lime. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. This is it's like a Sprite scent, but it's like you dumped a bunch of crystallized sugar into that Sprite scent. Again, a very sweet, but you definitely get that lemon. I'm not a big lime fan. I would not say that I'm getting any kind of like tart lime or anything. This is the sweet scent. It did well. I warmed this in my bedroom and it did pretty good for me. I enjoyed it. Like I said, currently sitting in my club. So I got through a bar of Skinny Dippin. And Skinny Dippin is in the current catalog. And it's also available as a brick if you have Scentsy Club, which is a great way to get a brick for half price. Skinny Dippin has notes of fresh green apples, refreshing melons, and juicy pears. Yeah, I really like this scent. It's been around for a bit, so I'm gonna put this in my club at the end of the season just in case. Since he plays games with us. But I don't know per se that I get pears. Maybe it's just lending a little bit of syrupiness to this. But I do get the apple, I do get the melons. This is just a really good tropical, beachy like scent. Fruity, it's delicious. I got through a bar of Polar Bear Hug. Polar Bear Hug is no longer available, but this was in the recent fall winter catalog, so it may come back. It's a pretty popular scent. Unfortunately, it was not as popular with me. Polar Bear Hug has notes of blackberry jam, caramelized brown sugar, vanilla, and amber. Yeah, to me the amber is very strong in this. I don't mind amber, but this is very strong. This came across to me as very perfumey. There is a note in here that does not jive with my nose, and I'm guessing it's that brown sugar and the overload of amber. And I don't know why I don't like it, because like I said, it's a pretty popular scent. A lot of people love this, but not for me. Not in my club. I also got through a bar of Shamrock Splash. This is also currently available, and it was a scent of the month. I believe it was March, but I could be wrong. Shamrock Splash has notes of juicy tangerine, red strawberry, and a touch of jasmine blossom. I saw tangerine, and I said, sign me up. Guys, this smells so amazing in this clam, but I don't remember thinking that it was anything special when I warmed it. It was good, don't get me wrong. It's a nice fruity orange berry. I wouldn't say I get the jasmine. If it's there, it's very light, which is fine with me. I'm not big on florals. This smells so good in this clam. I was ready to write this off, but I think I'm going to order another bar. Yeah, Shamrock Splash. So I finished up a bar of Cedar Cider. Cedar Cider was also part of the most recent fall winter catalog. Scent notes are red apples, cinnamon sticks, vanilla beans, and white cedar branches. This is another one that I think it smells better in the clam than it did when I was warming it. Yeah, when it's warming, I'm not crazy about the cedar note. Everything else smells fine. It performed well. I could smell it well throughout the house, but not a repurchase for me. It's just my nose. Like all of these I'm saying that are not repurchases for me. There was really nothing wrong with any of them. There's really not a problem with any in the bunch. It's just my scent preference. And because my club is so out of hand, I'm being really picky about what I'm going to repurchase or put in my club right now. So I'm being a little harsher than I probably would have been a year ago. So I also got through a bar of Hibiscus Sunset. And this bar is in the current catalog, and I think it's part of a collection I think it's like the Garden Blooms collection or something like that it's called. But you can get it by itself too. And the scent notes are tangy pineapple juice, sweetened with a splash of peach nectar and garnished with a tropical hibiscus. Yeah, you definitely get the pineapple and you get the hibiscus. I would say the peach nectar is taking a back seat. So I wouldn't be scared of this if you do not like peach. I am one that sometimes gets this funky note from a peach scent. I didn't get that here. I enjoyed this. It was nice. To me, it's very pineapple forward. It reminds me a little bit of pineapple hibiscus. It's definitely pineapple forward. And I like pineapple, and I like this, but like I said, I'm being extra picky. So I'm probably not going to get another one. And last but not least, I warmed a bar of my beloved lemon coconut chiffon. Oh my gosh, guys. This was my first bar that I put in my Scentsy Club. This bar is what made me start my Scentsy Club. This is where I went rogue. Okay, so the scent notes in lemon coconut chiffon are melt in your mouth lemon custard layered with butter cake and sprinkled with toasted coconut. Oh my gosh. This bar is so good, y'all. It is so good. If you have not had a chance to experience this, I apologize because you can't get it right now. I got it through a Bring Back My Bar a year or two ago. And like I said, this bar made me start my club. It's delicious. It is lemon bakery. And it's funny because when I first warmed this, I got mostly lemon bakery. But that was enough to make me love it. But as the bar sits, I noticed that the coconut comes out a lot more. Is lemon coconut bakery. Oh my gosh. Like, love. It sits at the top of my club. So that is it for the Scentsy that I got through this week. Next, we'll talk about the vendor wax that I got through. I always do samples as well. So you'll see some samples throughout here because I use one of my extra bedrooms to do the little samples that I get from various vendors. And that way I can test out scents. Because if I try them in my bedroom, it's too much. My bedroom's too much. A lot of times these sample sizes get lost. So anyway, all that to say that you'll see some samples in this too. Starting with, I got this through a D-stash and the label is really hard to see, but I'm pretty sure this is, what's it called? Rocky Mountain Waxworks? I think that's it. This was strawberry shortcake. And like I said, I got it through a D-stash. It's just a tiny little like flower piece. Yeah, this was okay. I don't really know what the difference is between strawberry pound cake and strawberry shortcake, but this definitely smelled different than strawberry pound cake. Maybe this has more of that fresh strawberry note in it. I'm not sure. I have not tried strawberry shortcake from another vendor to compare. But yeah, this was strong though. It lasted all day. It was just a little flower. Put it into a warmer in my small bedroom and it lasted all day. Strawberry shortcake. Also got through a sample of Traverse City Wax Lemon Poppy Seed Muffins. I don't know what the scent notes are in this because it's a sample, but this was decent. It was not super strong. It doesn't smell super strong in the bag either. But Lindsay, who owns Traverse City Wax Company, threw a bunch of samples in an order that I recently got, which was my first order. So I am new to this vendor. I really appreciated that. It gives me a chance to try some of her wax. And so I'm excited about that. So we got through That Smell Good Shop, A Nightmare on Elm Street, which is coffee, butterscotch, and shortbread cookies. You guys know that I have struggled with That Smell Good Shop and being able to smell the scents that I'm out from this vendor, which makes me sad because the wax is so affordable. The wax is beautiful. I love how she packages it. I love the cubes. I have found a few that have done well in my tea light warmers, and so I will continue to buy those. And I will continue to put those in my tea light warmers, which seem to do the best with this wax. I am also going to let some of it cure longer, and maybe that will help. But yeah, this was decent. This was just a little 2 cubes, so there wasn't, I couldn't use it in a big space to really get a good sense of it. So, but it did okay. I may try it again, maybe in a larger pack, and maybe in my tea lights, and see how it does. But yeah, that was a Nightmare on Elm Street. I also warned Bear Claws. And Bear Claws is pastries, almond, and sticky icing. I put this whole 6-pack in my living room in tea lights. And the funny thing is, I've had this scent before. And the first time I had this scent, it was amazing. It threw so strong. I was like, I need more of that. This time, I couldn't smell it. I don't know. Maybe the last time I bought it, the wax had been sitting for a little bit. That's my guess, because it's the same house, the same area that I put it in. Once I got amazing performance, and this time I couldn't smell it. Maybe my nose was off that day. It happens. Bear Claws. I also warmed through Banana Coconut. And Banana Coconut has notes of mashed bananas and coconut milk. This is fabulous. Put it in my tea lights. It did amazing. It's definitely going to be a repurchase. It's one of those that I'm definitely going to buy again from that smoker shop. I'm taking notes, because the ones I like, I'm definitely going to get again. Okay, from Scoopable Wax Melts, I have a number here. I got through a scoopable of Cake by the Ocean. Cake by the Ocean has notes of birthday cake, Florida key lime pie, and strawberry pound cake. I'm not a big key lime fan. But this is delicious. Yeah, I had this going in my bedroom last night. I took the last bit of it before I went to bed last night. Oh, it's in bakery heaven. You get the strawberry pound cake, you get the birthday cake, you get the key lime pie, but it's not tart. It blends. Everything blends really well. Really enjoyed that. And we'll buy it again. And she also mixes this with 3 cakes, so definitely gonna get that too. I also got through Strawberry Pound Cake Cookie Land. Strawberry Pound Cake Cookie Land has notes of Cookie Land and Strawberry Pound Cake. And I can't remember what's in her Cookie Land, but it's a lot of cookies. And on its own, I have not warmed it on its own, but I recently got one of her chunk pot pies of it. And as soon as I opened that bag, I was like, holy cow. Actually, that was not Cookie Land. That was Cookie Wars. So I'm not sure what the difference is between the two. But that Cookie Wars smelled amazing. This was from her sampler, so it had 2 bunnies. They were nice sized bunnies. They were enough for a bedroom. But this was kind of light in my bedroom. I may have needed to let it cure a little longer. I just got these in March, so that's not going to stop me from getting it again. The scent was delicious. I also melted through Ooey Gooey Caramel 3 cakes. The notes are sticky caramel and 3 cakes. Her 3 cakes is birthday cake, yellow cake, and cupcakes is Tiffany's. Everything they blend with 3 cakes is amazing, except for this to my nose. I don't know what it is about certain caramel scents, but they come off to my nose as like, especially caramel apple, it's like this celery off note. I can't explain it. It's just me. It's my nose. A lot of people love this scent. It just wasn't for me, and not a repurchase, unfortunately. My nose is weird like that. I also warmed through Huckleberry 3 cakes. And Huckleberry 3 cakes has notes of yellow cake, birthday cake, cupcakes at Tiffany's, and Huckleberry. This was a nice size heart, and I actually warmed through 2 of these. There's another one. It's funny, this doesn't smell very strong in the bag, but this was delicious in my open concept. I took both hearts, I sliced them up. I think I sliced each into 5 pieces. I think at the end I had 9 warmers going, not 10. I had 9 warmers going all through my open space. It was Huckleberry heaven in here. really, really delicious scent. I also got through Banana Crumble Twist. In fact, I just warmed this earlier today. Banana Crumble Twist has notes of ripe bananas with an irresistible aroma of buttery golden crumble topping. This is so good. Oh my gosh. This is so good. I need a loaf. She hasn't offered that on loaf yet. I keep asking for it in scoopables and haven't seen it yet. I think it's a new scent because I've only seen it in her ice cream scoops and I don't remember seeing it before. But I need more and I need it in bigger sizes. And I don't know what I am talking about because my scoopable wax melt bin is almost overflowing. But don't get it wrong. If I see that offered in a loaf, I'm going to get it. From L3 Waxy Wonders, I got through a heart shape of Dole Whip. This was delicious. I got this through a D-stash, so I don't know how old it was. I've heard that L3 is better the longer it sits. I love pineapple ice cream scents. I love pineapple scents. This was a creamy pineapple Dole Whip. It was outstanding. Outstanding. I think she's going to be doing a Loaf-a-Palooza at some point this year before she closes. I'm going to need that in a loaf. I think I did order it in her Bitty Betties, and I might have ordered 2, but I need more because it's that good. Okay, so Rose Girls, I got through a sample that she included in an order, which her samples are great. I mean, you get this little bag, and there's like 4 of her mini melters in there, and it's plenty for a bedroom. And that's where I melted this. This is Sex on the Beach. Has notes of coconut, pineapple, peach, and orange juice. This was so yummy. I don't know why I have not ordered this before, but the next time she offers it, I will. So summery, so sweet, so delicious. I love the coconut with the fruit. That was yum. Capital Y. I also got through Peaches and Cream and Cotton Candy. I also got this through a D-stash. And this was 2 of her bunnies, which I find to be a great size. I actually cut 2 of them into 6 pieces, into 6 warmers. And I put these in my tea lights. And I had another set of bunnies like this that I warmed in my last Empties video. It was her lemon coconut ones. And those were super strong and delicious. I found this one to be kind of light. It may be because of the cotton candy. But yeah, I struggled to smell that one. So that's not going to be a repurchase for me. I also got through a chunk muffin of Beach Babes. And Beach Babes is Girl Crush, which is strawberry pina colada and cotton candy. And Beach Nights, which is a Bath & Body Works type. This is so good. This is so beachy, fruity. So good. I think I also have a bag of mini melters of this. But if you have not tried Beach Babes, highly recommend. So yummy. Okay, so the Pharmacist's Daughter. I got through several samples of the Pharmacist's Daughter this week. I melted this earlier today. This is 7. I don't have the scent notes here, but I think I have a full size of this as well. This was delicious. It came off as like a lemon bakery to me, so I assume that's what it is. I also got through a sample of zucchini bread blend. I think someone asked her on the Facebook group before what's in this, and they weren't able to tell her, so I'm guessing this is just like some kind of overpour or leftovers or something that they just offer. This was good. This is very strong zucchini bread. I love zucchini bread in blends that I'm finding out, but on its own, which this says it's a blend, but it was very strong zucchini bread, so it was okay. Sparks Fly. I don't remember much about this one. I don't remember what's in here. This is like a fresh This is a fresh, like, I don't know. I'm getting a cleaner vibe from this. I'm not sure what's in it, but probably not a repurchase for me. And I also got through a little cube of Winter Wonderland. This was good. Again, I don't know what the notes are, but this was your typical wintry scent. Yeah, I don't know. There's some kind of woodsy vibe going on here. But it was good. I'd probably get it again. I also got through Muddy Cup. And these were snap bars. Which are like, I think there's 4 or 5 bars in this bag. I can't remember how many. This has notes of pie crust, cinnamon, sugar, donuts, and espresso. This was delicious. The Pharmacist's Daughter is known for their coffee blends, and they should be. Their coffee blends will not steer you wrong. They are really good, especially when they're mixed with bakery. Really enjoyed that. Definitely a repurchase. Okay, so I got through 1 clam of Harper James carrot cake. And this has notes of carrot zest, cinnamon, butter, vanilla, and baked cake. On cold, I didn't think that this was anything special. I had a carrot cake candle that I have been burning and burning and burning because it's from Kringle Candle and it's a country jar and they take forever to get through. And I don't have that kind of patience. I know, crazy, right? I mean, obviously I'm getting my money's worth because it's taking a long time to get through the candle. Like, I'm looking at it across the room right now. It is still half full, and I swear I've been burning it since Easter because it is an Easter candle. Since before Easter. I shouldn't complain. But anyway, I wanted to add this while I was burning that to scent the room a bit more because that candle is kind of light. This was delicious on warm. Oh my gosh, that was really, really good. I will definitely get that again. Also got through a clam of Super Tarts Pirate's Booty. This has notes of Boom Boom and Pink Sands, which is a Yankee Candle type. I got this in a D-stash. And truth be told, I couldn't smell much of this. I did this in a small bedroom. I can smell it in the clam. Definitely get the pink sands. But in my bedroom, I really couldn't smell it. It may be that this was just old because I have no way of knowing how old this is. There's no pour date on it. I hear that Super Tarts is pretty strong. I am not experienced with Super Tarts, but I did order a small order from her last RTS. My understanding is the pre-order model was not working well for her business recently. I guess there were a lot of issues with her Wax Wednesday order, which I did not participate in. I didn't know much about Super Tarts then. But I understand that there's been some issues and she's been having trouble getting orders down. She's a one-person company. I understand that. I'm not one of these who like needs my wax right away. I have a lot of wax to hold me over, so that doesn't bother me. But anyway, I think she felt like she needed to move to an RTS. The problem with RTSs is they only pour so much before they list this stuff on their website, and the stuff goes lightning fast. It's definitely Hunger Games. You get stuff in your cart, it jumps. I definitely had some stuff jump on me before I checked out. I just go as fast as I can. But anyway, I'm really excited to try some fresh wax from her that I will cure myself and know how long it's been cured and see how it does. But yeah, Pirate's Booty, not so good for me. But I would try it again. If she offered it on her website, I would try it again. So, from Brita's, I got through Puppet Master. This was her Predator shape. It was so cool. This has notes of orange sherbet, blue raspberry, and cotton candy frosting. This was so delicious, guys. If you love orange, you will love this. This is super fruity orange. The cotton candy frosting just gives a more sweeter vibe. The blue raspberry, you get that. But the orange note is definitely prominent. Really enjoyed this. I will definitely get this again. Also from Brita's, I warmed this today. This is a Quiet Place. This was one of her ghosties, so it's small, but I have found that I can chop up her ghostie into 6 pieces, put it in 6 warmers. warm it in my open concept, and oh my gosh, her wax does amazing. It performs well, it's strong, it lasts. This has scent notes of roasted pine cones, pretzel, sweet and creamy, and vanilla bean marshmallow. Her pine cone is so good. Her pretzel is so good. This was a no-brainer, and this is a new scent. Guys, her wax is so good. She's definitely one of my top vendors. This is delicious. If you have not tried Britta's yet, you need to. A Quiet Place. The pretzel, the pine cones, the sweet and creamy, everything blends so well. She's a mastermind. She really is. I also got through Charlie. This was from a D-stash. You can always tell the difference. I feel like I'm so careful about my wax and the smudges, and I feel like all my D-stashes look like this. Will mine look like that in a couple years? I don't know. I keep everything downstairs where it's nice and cool. I don't like all the smudgy, but I mean, you can't help it. It still warms. It doesn't change the scent, right? So this has notes of Hawaiian pineapple, fizzy pop, and jelly beans. This was so good. It's so fruity. There's an effervescence to it, but it's not overly fizzy. Jelly beans gives it this nice sweetness, and the pineapple, the Hawaiian pineapple, is delicious. So good. Definitely a repurchase. And that was Charlie. I also got through Come Little Children. This was a witch, and I think this last one, this D-stash, was also one of her witches. Not a witch bar, but her witch shape, which is a nice, decent amount of wax. I've done all these in my open concept. I don't think I did any of these in my bedroom. Yeah, all of these were in my open concept. Even the Predator, which was a small piece, and like I said, the Ghosty. No problem. So Come Little Children is Cupcakes at Tiffany's, Pumpkin Crunch Cake, and Angel Food Cake. This was so good. I would not say that you need to wait till fall because it has that pumpkin crunch cake. This is definitely, to me, an all year round scent. Cupcakes at Tiffany's and the pumpkin crunch cake and the angel food just blended so nicely. It was bakery deliciousness. You cannot go wrong with this scent. So good. She is having a pre-order coming up this Friday, May 17th. I know it's May 17th. I believe that's this Friday. I don't remember what time it starts, but check her out and get in on that order, guys. You will not be sorry. Her wax is beautiful. She layers everything in different colors. Most things have like 3 colors. Some have 4. I cannot express enough how good her wax is. And I love everything has like this creepy vibe. Although I think in this pre-order, she may be doing just loaves and souffles, but just as beautiful. My Bigfoot is going to be on that list. So make sure you try it. It is the best banana bakery. Yum, yum, yum. You have to try it. Please add it to your list. If you don't want it in a loaf, which you should get a loaf because it's loaf worthy, get a souffle. Trust me. Unless you don't like banana. But even if you don't like banana, you may love it. So from Salt Mountain Melts, I melted Christmas tree cakes. This was also a D-stash. This was the first piece of Salt Mountain Melts I've ever melted. I did partake in her last pre-order and the one before that. So I do have a few pieces of Salt Mountain Melts in my collection now. So I will be familiarizing myself with this vendor. But this was the first time I ever warmed anything. And yeah, this was okay. I could smell it just fine. I would not say that it smelled like Christmas tree cakes from like Little Debbie per se. Notes are white cake, yellow cake, buttercream, marshmallow, and sprinkles. It definitely smelled like white cake and yellow cake and buttercream. Definitely. It was nice. I don't know that it would be a repurchase, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. From Zape, I did From the Beach Sampler, White Sands. So this is a little sample cup. I think it's like 1 ounce. The scent notes are driftwood, eucalyptus, sea salt, and coconut. Yeah, I warmed this in my bedroom. Zape is another vendor that her wax performs amazing in my house. This was strong. It was good. And this is a freshly poured wax. Her beach sampler, unfortunately, is all sold out. but the blends that she had in that sampler were amazing. She did pour some of those in clamshells recently, and they were offered on her site. My guess is most of them are gone. I did partake. Okay, and Sassy Girl Aroma. I did a little tiny, she gives really tiny samples of On the Boss applesauce. Like I said, in sample. I don't know what the scent notes are on this. I mean, there's some very tiny writing on here, but I don't think it's the scent notes. This was okay. I could smell it, believe it or not, in my little bedroom. I mean, super tiny. But I could smell it. It was okay. Nothing wrong with the scent. It's actually quite nice, but it's probably not a repurchase for me. I also did a sample of Wild Berry Chamomile. I got this through a D-stash. This wasn't really my jam. I love Sassy Girl's wax. That particular scent just wasn't my jam. I also finished a brittle of Jammin' Cookies. And Jammin' Cookies has notes of wild jam and donut with sugar cookies. This. So good. So good. Yeah. I don't know what kind of magic she poured into this, but this was bakery blend heaven. Really enjoyed it. Will definitely repurchase this. This came from a D-stash, so I don't know how long it had been curing, but it was delicious. And then lastly, I have two from Lavender and Speckles. So I went through her small shape bag of Beach Marshmallow Cookies. And Beach Marshmallow Cookies has scent notes of marshmallows, vanilla, sea salt, driftwood, a hint s'mores, which is her versions of Beach Nights, Marshmallow Clouds, which is Bath & Body Works type, and so was Beach Nights, and Sugar Cookie Royale. This scent is so good. This is so good. I got this in a loaf when she offered her loaves for the first time in the last pre-order. She offers this scent a lot. It's popular for a reason. Very good. You get the Beach Nights. You get the Marshmallow Clouds. Yeah, it's very good. And also, I warmed through Pine Cones and Beach Marshmallow. Now, Beach Marshmallow, just like it was on this one, is her version of Beach Nights. That's what she calls her, Beach Nights. So, this has scent notes of roasted pine cones, vanilla birch, marshmallows, vanilla, sea salt, driftwood, which is Beach Nights. This was also her shape bag. This may be my favorite scent from Lavender and Speckles that I've tried so far. This scent went on and on and on. This went in my warmers for 3 days. This bag comes with 6 shapes. And I had 3 going each time I warmed this. And I cut those 3 in half, so I used 6 warmers. 3 days, guys. It went on and on and on. It's so good. The pine cones are so creamy. The vanilla birch is creamy. The Beach Nights, it is so good. It's also a very popular scent that she has offered quite a bit in recent pre-orders. And I get it almost every time. I did get it in a loaf recently, and I tried a piece of that loaf for the first time a few days ago, and I put it in my warmers, and her new wax formula in these loaves, whew, I mean, it's only 1 scent, so I don't know, but this 1 scent, it blew me out the house, which was good because I love strong. It was so good, and I love that scent. So yeah, it was amazing. If you have not tried Lavender and Speckles, please do. Beth, the owner of Lavender and Speckles, is a wonderful lady. She responds to like every post made on her Facebook group. I don't know how she does it, but she does. She's amazing in her recommendations. She's amazing in her wax making skills. She's an amazing person. So that's what I got through this week, guys. It was smelling good in here, and I enjoyed it all. And I hope you enjoyed hearing about it. And I hope you will subscribe to my channel and come back again. And I hope you will give me a thumbs up, guys. I would really appreciate it. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye now.